Oh no.
Alright, guy who made this game, you're in luck. Your cool indie project's about to be demoed by the world's most popular Let's Player. None of my fans will surely go out and buy this game now. Fortune has truly smiled upon you on this day. So, I like the way this options menu looks. It looks like something out of a vaporwave music video with its pink and blue gradients and its palm trees and its early computing imagery. All very well done. I'm gonna switch the video mode to digital just for the sake of having a clean looking Let's Play. You know how people in the YouTube comments are, they might get confused if I just leave it on the default settings and, oh, why is this in fucking 480p? You know how it is. So anyway, this game's influences are quite clear to see from the outset. It's a very inspired project, as it were. It's also very challenging. That will definitely become a running theme of these 4 episodes. So, let's see. The slap has a very short range. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just makes things a bit more challenging. You gotta be right on there, 'cause the hitbox is very unforgiving. And I like the sound effect that precedes the slap. It gives me flashbacks to when I was a young man at my grandmama's house, and when she'd pick up the wooden spoon and similar noises would follow. Those were the days. So, pigs definitely seem to be a theme of this game, I guess, since we're a mushroom and there are those types of pigs that hunt out truffles. But perhaps that's what the theme's supposed to be, truffle hunting pigs. That's a thing, right? I didn't just make that up. Yeah, that's definitely a theme. Yeah, definitely a thing, yeah. Okay, so doing good thus far. I've only had to edit out a couple of deaths for the sake of having a clean progression. Can't jump on those, obviously. Kinda hard to judge where the pattern of the falling acorn's gonna be, but I guess that was kinda the point, wasn't it? It's supposed to be difficult. So, for those of you who are unaware, this is an early access game. That is to say, it's still in development, under construction as it were. So all of this could completely change. Who knows? You could pull this game up on the Steam page tomorrow and it could look like one of those Zelda CDI games instead of what you're looking at here. We don't know what the developer's thinking. He could feel inspired and just give this game a complete and total overhaul, and all of this could just go away. You never know. So anywho, if we had collected all the collectibles, we would have unlocked something cool here. What we would have unlocked, I don't know, because there's not a whole lot of documentation about this game at the time of recording, and somebody's slamming the door downstairs. Door! This is just not the environment for making Let's Plays. So anywho, the game gives you the option to end the level early when you stand on that big shiny platform over yonder. But if you keep going, you can get all the collectibles, and then you could potentially see what you unlock by doing so. That's what I tried to do. I wanted to see what the result was, but there's a bit of a skill issue, as they say on Twitch. It's just too much for my feeble mind. So we'll just cut ahead to the end of the level, instead of just screwing around here trying to do something that's impossible. I like how they track the deaths. It's a good way to encourage the player to do well so they're not shamed. Here's the alternate skins, by the way. All very nice. Some of them are based on other video game characters, like that one's Lara Croft, obviously. That one's Crash Bandicoot, going by faster than I can comment on them. I'm not sure if this one is based on a PS1 era character or what it is. If it is, I don't quite recognize the character. What was the name? It was like Batolotl or something. Not something that I'm familiar with. So if you were using a D-pad, that right there would be the point where you would stop doing that. Start making you go diagonal. Got some branching pads here. I don't quite understand how those work. I mean, you saw me hang on it for maybe like 2 frames, but then it didn't seem to stay long enough for you to actually push off the platform in any way. Don't know what they were going for with that. I like the way the bug enemies have 1920s mobster hats on them. It seems very reminiscent of Bug on the Sega Saturn, for those of you who remember that one. Most of the bugs had hats. Well, at least some of them did. I know they had that one character who was like a spider who was supposed to be like a jive black dude, and he was all like, "Hey, little man," and yeah, he had a hat. I presume there were other hats on bugs elsewhere in the game. This part is tricky. They give you maybe 1 pixel to do what you need to do. It's very difficult to position yourself on something that's already moving, especially with such small margins. Reminds me a bit of that AVGN episode where he used the analogy of trying to complete a maze on a piece of paper while somebody's slowly trying to pull the paper out from under you. Looking at this in post, I realized we probably could have gone sideways and jumped around the electrical wires, and the game was encouraging us to do that by putting mushrooms on the side, but unfortunately I did not notice when I was in the heat of the moment. That's the Let's Player curse. Once you actually go back and look at your gameplay in post, you notice all these things you could have done. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We'll just take the easy path, I guess. The easy path for stupid babies like you. They should put up like a sign in the game next to that path to encourage players to take the hard one instead. I like it when games get sassy. Like there was that thing recently where the most recent Far Cry game would email you and harass you if you didn't finish the game, and look at this asshole, he didn't beat the game. And, games used to just have so much toot, as it were. They had that Daikatana advertisement back in the day where with all the gamers got pissed off because it said, John Romero's about to make you his bitch, and you know how entitled and sensitive gamers are, and you can't say that to me, my mom says I'm a special little boy. Yeah, they need to bring back sass in games. So this segment is very cramped, very little room for movement. Up close and personal with all these PS1 3D models. I'm not even going to bother with that yellow platform over there since I couldn't figure out how to do it the first time around. Maybe you just have a really small window to jump off of it, but I don't know, I just feel like there's something you gotta do. Maybe it's like those invisible switches in Super Mario World where you have to activate something later in the game and then come back and then you can use it. Maybe it's something like that. So aesthetically speaking, this all looks very nice, doesn't it? A hotel in a sinful city of sorts. God knows who doing God knows what. Great aesthetics. Kind of reminds me of this animation I saw once from I couldn't tell you who it was, but maybe I'll just pull up a clip of it to show you the similarities. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, doesn't that look aesthetically similar to what we're doing right now? It's clear to see. So, yeah, avoid the drones, obviously. He's got a joke for us. What did the sushi say to the bee? I don't know. What did he say? And, he doesn't tell us. Maybe he would tell us if we had collected all the items. Okay, well, that one wasn't too bad, all things considered. I think 18 deaths is nice and modest. So yeah, I'm planning on doing 4 episodes of this, and then we'll call it. Don't want to spoil the whole game after all.